We have 6 days to get my 1972 Volkswagen Beetle on the road for a car show on Saturday the 21st. Today is Father's Day, Sunday the 15th. The car currently does not have the motor in it, does not have the starter in it, and the seats are still not even in it. And we don't even know if the battery has enough power to start the car once everything is in it. And we're still waiting on a fuel line to come in from J-Bugs. You think we can get it in 6 days? Some wire brushes. Let's get some ick cleaned up over here. A little bit of crap on this side. Get a good brush out. See what I'm working with right here. This is all pretty gunked up right here. If I use that other stuff, there it is. This is a really good degreaser. Move my electrical here. Probably put some of that down here too. Let it sit for a second. You sit right here with this other wire. Thank you. Let it sit for a minute. Probably should be wearing a mask with that crap. These are still in okay condition. They're not too bad yet. I'll have to replace those this winter. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of awesome orange and some elbow grease, right? Get that crap right off there. So that looks a lot better already. I wish they wouldn't have removed the bolts off the starter. Okay, let's see. Cables. Wires for starter. This is one. This is one. That's one. What's this? These are for the starter too. Oh, look at that. I'm sure these are for the starter. God, they're nasty. Okay, let's get yeah, because there's 3 the plug-in. So that'd be 1, 2, and then 3. And then the ground. I see 4 there. 1, 2, 3. That 4th long one must go on the engine somewhere. Alright, I'm going to break out the book. Uno momento. Alright. Oh, I hate getting down on my knees. Just don't want to get back up from there. Okay. So that's this guy. We should probably hit him with the wire brush also. Okay. See, when I pulled this starter, we were on the way to the guy's house that was rebuilding the motor. So it made some boo-boos there. Just remember that when you go to pull your own starters. Where did I put that wrench at? I knew I put it somewhere ridiculous. Okay. Hopefully it's on Titan. No, I need a deep welt. Don't break the cord, please. This was the 13. So you need deep well 13. I almost need to be in the engine compartment here. Remember when all cars, you were in the engine compartment to work on them? I remember that. Well, not all cars. Vans were... You didn't really get into an engine compartment of a van. It's probably tight enough. Slight ugga-dugga. Alright. Now we need these other cords hooked up. Now, it doesn't say in the book in what fashion these cords need to be plugged back in. I'm assuming that one of these guys is some sort of a ground or something. That's what I was thinking this wire was right here. Kind of brittle and broken in a few places. That main wire is hooked. So that's a start. I may have to pause for a moment to see if someone's got installation of a VW starter video. And then once I resume, you can catch back up with me. So, man, I really wish I had this little thing that you can use to turn the camera on and off with. But I don't know where I put it when I was moving things. It's probably on my table somewhere, hidden amongst the car parts. I should probably pause for effect and go find a video. But it's also probably that time of day where my internet is worthless. It happens about 5 o'clock every day. So give me a moment. I'm going to pause. It might be a while for me, a few seconds for you. We'll see. If I don't end up continuing it tonight, it will happen tomorrow. I've got to get this motor in. the wife really wants to take this car to the car show next weekend, and it's ready to go. I mean, we never did get the wheels off. The tires are in decent enough condition. The interior just needs cleaned and put back together. And with a Volkswagen, it doesn't take much to put it back together. So, pausing, and I will be back. So, 1972 Volkswagen Beetle starter. It looks like it's just the battery positive and ignition positive. But I have a bunch of cables right there, which could mean that somebody's played with the ignition system. So I'm going to try plugging some of them in on the starter system, and hopefully that all works. It's not always the brightest idea, but it's the only thing I can think of doing. Because even like watching Slade's video on testing the starter, all he really did was hook up a positive, a ground, and hit a secondary wire to the short terminal, which would have been, the ignition. But for some reason, my car has a push button for the ignition. Not the way I want to do it either. I'm going to fix that. I have do have a key fob push button starter that I'm going to wire in, and it'll just wire into the place where that button is. The button goes out. I mean, the button doesn't work half the time. You try to push it, it might work, it might not. So that might be what one of the extra wires is. I don't know. So get the starter in. I have no clue what the extra black wiring is. We'll find out. Once we get it all in place and start getting the engine in, we'll start finding out where all this wiring goes that didn't get marked or whatever. And it's my fault. It really is. At the end of the day, we had an engine that wouldn't run properly, and a couple of enthusiastic people to get the engine out and get it rebuilt. And I've got a great wiring harness. It's a really good one. And a lot of original stuff, but yeah. So we'll get the starter in, and maybe we'll give it a whirl. I'd have to drop the battery in, but maybe we'll give it a whirl, see if it works. If it works, well, we got it. Then all we got to do is drop the engine in once we get the fuel line. So give me just a second. Let me set the camera back up in the proper spot, and we'll catch you again in a moment. All right, we're back. Well, I'm back. It's been a little bit. Had dinner, watched some videos, looked at all of them and said, hey, none of this matches. And went, well, we're going to wing it. So, come to the conclusion, after looking at a few things, that these two plugged into those two, and then the singular black plugs in there. So now, at this point, I've got to move that into place before plugging those wires in. There's no way I'm going to be able to do it all. Oh, all right. Move this over just a little. You guys can just barely see what I'm working on here. I'm going to switch out to a deep well. What did we decide this was? 15. Deep well 15. All right. Change to a deep well 15. I'm gonna move my chair now. Lean across here. And let's get this all in place. All right. All this stuff to one side. This guy needs to go up and at him. All right. Come on, get it on the stud. Just there we go. Okay. Let's get this in place. Ta-da! Okay. So now should be able to tighten that down from there. Now typically you would also bolt in where all this grease is. Old carpet underneath me. Using it to wipe my hands off. Give me 1 second. Yuck. Man, that's a lot of grease. Okay. So, typically, you would also bolt this spot in to the motor. We're not really... Ooh, there goes all my sockets. We're not really able to do that. I can, however, mock that up, I think. See if I can clean that. That's this guy. Little D-ring bolt. Goes through on this part. Right there on the top of the starter. Get that in there real quick. Clean this guy a little bit. Get these threads cleaned up. Some. Mostly because I just want to support it a little. But I'll have to take it back apart to put the engine in. But at least if this is in place, it'll make it easier. All right. Double check to see if this guy's going to fit. This one isn't going to fit on there, is it? Another one that was sitting over here just a little while ago, because this one's not going to fit on there. There it is. This is the other nasty one. It was in place. Yeah, that one will work. Just to hold it for now. I'll run that through real quick. Can we? Yeah, I can. I just have to figure out how to maneuver through very limited space here. I need something to kneel on right there. All right. Okay, that goes down like that. What? Oh, hey. Starter has to be over that hole for it to even work. Hold on while I put my hand in the way. Okay. You may get this guy. Into place here. Is that the right there's the top of the starter. So you get that in the top of the starter and then get my hand stuck. The starter into place. I may on the book. Come on. Oh. Okay, I may have to do that differently. May have to tighten that into place first. And then run that stud through. I don't know. Seem to be. See, is this wrong? That might be the problem. I'm doing this wrong. Come on, get that out of there. The tightening or loosening. I think I got that in there wrong because I think I got to get the. I think it's got to go in here. Now it's stuck. Sweet. Okay. Pardon me while I yell and scream at this thing. Yeah. Whew. Okay. Move the camera a little bit. So I'm pretty sure I just put this in here wrong and now it's stuck. Let's see. Get that. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to go through. This is supposed to go through here. And I did that wrong. Just my luck, right? Come on. Come off there, starter. There we go. All right. There we go. That's how that's supposed to go. Wait. That way. All right. Okay. Starter should be mostly in place. I'm gonna find where I put that other bolt at on top of the starter here. There she is. There we go. And then for now, we'll put the starter in place with this guy. Now we're just temporarily placing this bolt. This is not permanent placement. We're just trying to get the bottom bolt in properly. So this is just temporary. This is the top engine bolt. All right. And this top engine bolt keys into the starter. That little D I showed you a little while ago. That way, we got to put the engine in. We'll have to pull this back off. But at least for now, if we have to move this car, this isn't going to go anywhere. Okay, that's tight enough. Now I can finish tightening this guy over here, like so. There we go. And that starter ain't going nowhere. She is in place. It needs plugged in now. I can actually feel the back of the solenoid where the two plugs, the singular one's right there. So what I've come to the conclusion is singular one goes down at the bottom. Like some type of ground. And then the double plug, it's right here. This is the double plug. That goes at the top where there's a double plug at. Give me just a second. I did a car show yesterday with the Ghostbusters van, and so my back is not 100% happy today. It's doing all right, but it has felt better. Okay, which one is which? My light just died. Two of these guys. Figure plug one right here. One right there. Oh, come on. Okay, hold on. Let me unplug that one. That one there. Oh yeah, that's seated real nice. Unplug this one here. Oh yeah. There we go. All right, so those wires are now plugged in. You can't see them. I can't see them. But they're in place now. All right. Whew. That was a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. Mostly because of the area where the wiring was. This guy here, some sort of negative wire that was ran up to the engine. And then we have to fix how that was plugged in, because it's looking kind of cruddy. Now I'm gonna take this out of here. Oh, and you guys can join me back over here in the shop. Shaky cam. Shaky cam. Turn this around. Oh, okay. So now that we got that in place, that's one step of getting the engine back in. My hands are now pretty disastrous. So with the goal of getting the engine completely back in before the end of the week for the car show, really hoping that fuel line shows up. I got to put the tins on tomorrow and start getting the exhaust put in place. And then it should be a simple, once the fuel line is here, get all that put in place on the engine itself. And then we get the car up into the air and boom, everything goes on. That's how it should work. How it's going to work? Well, you saw with the starter right there, it did not work that easily. So this starter video is probably going to go with the rest of the engine video. Either that or I'm going to separate it out. Hopefully we can get it done. Today is Sunday, the 15th, Father's Day. We have till the 21st to get the car completed. So the 21st is the car show at the Veterans Memorial Museum here in Chehalis, Washington. Well, I'm in Centralia, but the car show's in Centralia, or Chehalis, at the Veterans Memorial Museum. I can't remember what the name of the car show is. I'll put it up here. So that gives us 5 days from today to get all the engine that's sitting right there, the exhaust that's sitting right there, and that car in one piece.